as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Giants.
Joey Slye set to kick off.
Joey Slye, the kicker, stands ready.
And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Buffalo 18.
Right to the air is Willis.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Second and 10. To throw, here's Willis.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep to return is KJ Hamler.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
And they'll send Kupp in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
Prescott now on 2nd down.
This one into the hands of Pitts.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Prescott on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The Giants at 8-3 now. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Prescott yet again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Now Dak on the option left. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield. Line.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First down, Minnesota.
Valdez-Scantling in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now Willis.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On first down, Willis.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Back to throw, Willis.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run with Robinson.
And he maneuvers powers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Let's go now. At the 3-yard line.
Robinson again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Willis on the sneak.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
Yeah, totally.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Bijan Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Prescott now.
Quick slant to Hamler.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Prescott to throw it. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
McCaffrey is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. And finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
No gain on the play there, second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Here's Willis.
He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Dancing to his left. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. To throw is Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
But he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Now Willis to throw.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Willis. And he'll look downfield for Waller.
And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Here we go. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Willis. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Giants' 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Willis.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
This This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Willis looks to pass it here.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A first down throw for Prescott.
Short throw caught by Pitts. Room past the 35.
As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right.
What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. There's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Willis.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. A strong run there, and for a team and a coaching staff that says they're consistently striving for a solid running game, they love those plays.
Yeah, that one didn't net them a first down, but isn't it the type of play that you write down on your sheet? That worked pretty well. Make sure you come back to it, especially in a key situation.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Willis.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Willis looking to throw on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Robinson up the middle.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go, 47. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Go, get out there. We're going to 54. One here.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go, 46, 47. Here we go, going to 53. 26.
Here's Prescott.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready, right?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Willis to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
The score, Vikings 23, Giants 14. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Dak. He's got Hamler.
Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll move him back within 6 now.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries he's one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
A give left side to Robinson.
He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
They'll run again.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Vikings, it's a second win now as they move to 2-10 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
You